like stake that that when he jumped over the fence, caught his leg, went through one of his important arteries. He bled out and he died. That's how young Scooter died, running out of a trap spot. Again, not making fun. I want to be very respectful. Then Future's own brother, FBG Casino, he gets caught in a trap house. Not in a studio, in a trap house. Now, granted, was it 350,000?
Applaud everyone who has been promoting the video, sharing, liking, and subscribing to the channel. Remember to get me excited. Get me excited. I need to add that to my soundboard. Yes, man. We got that boy DJ Akademiks today, dude. We'll respond to his Future-related video. Man, Future is feeding the crew, he says. This Future intend to leave the free band gang, because that boy Casino was arrested with at least 17 bricks of fat. Man, that don't look good in the city. That don't look good. He doesn't appear to be doing well. Not the Casino or the Future, man. I just hope the best for the guy. Anyway, let's get started, dude. Let's make the switch and move on.
Need some paperwork, not like the WAC 100 type paperwork, but we talked about the indictment of FBG Casino yesterday, and he sent me the actual indictment, which actually has a lot more than the articles we're reading, and we also read the press release, so it kind of helps us a little bit more kind of understand it. So I want to give credit where that's due. I got that from Dogface, but if you guys don't know, yesterday we announced and covered FBG Casino, which is the brother of Future, getting arrested. And we now have here the criminal complaint. Now, I gotta give some credit to Dogface for even kind of like highlighting something which, I was thinking about it, I think processing it, but I never kind of summed it up. And this is a very valid question for me to ask, I believe. What's going on with Future? Is he hoarding all the cash? Is his niggas not eating? Is he not feeding the team? What is going on? Now, I want to be respectful about these things because I don't want to make fun of anyone's down.
Man, I know how Pluto has been moving. He is watching out for the group. He is undoubtedly watching out for the squad, dude. By now, they would have been on him. He has been relevant for the past 12, 13, 14, and 15 years. Man, I haven't heard any disparaging remarks about him. Everyone was grooving with him, I guess. Well, toast to the Future, my friend.
Their misfortunes, but we have to think about this. Future supposedly signed
Pluto.
Future sold his music catalog for $70 million. Future sells music catalog for $70 million. Okay, that was the number that we heard. Between $65 and $75 million. He sold it in 2022.
Future's catalog isn't worth much more than that, in my opinion. I believe Future can easily get 100 or more for his catalog, but maybe that's what he got after the label or whoever got their cut or whatever. Come on.
At one point, Future went down to Miami and bought like a $20 million house. Future buys Miami, like he bought a waterfront mansion in Miami. Let me see. It wasn't the Bentley residency, but yeah, he bought a $16 million crib in Miami. Some luxurious joint.
Must be nice.
And he bought other houses, and he was spending money like a guy who just got $70 million. Now, we all know Future is a once-in-a-generational talented guy. He's a legend. I think he's literally the greatest rapper that's ever come from Atlanta, and I do think he's on a short list of one of the, most prolific rappers when it comes to catalog.
Man, the Future appeals to me. One of my favorites is the Future. However, it's absurd to claim that he is the best rapper to have ever emerged from Atlanta. That is absurd. That is absurd. The best trap rapper? Perhaps, all right, I'll accept it. But just the best rapper? Nah, wow, Andre sprinting past that dude. Man, Akademiks, hurry up. Come on. Dog, hurry up. Man, hurry up. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Come on.
The Future. However, we got to start thinking about this. Future sells his catalog for $70 million. He's been spending money like he's going out of style. He's definitely balling on a different level. Got hit songs all over the place. You know what I mean? Did a great album with him and Metro. But And also, if you don't know, Boston Richie signed to him, so that's even increasing his bankroll even more. But then we hear about these two guys who have some association to him or the FBG camp, right? And and obviously one, rest in peace.
Scooter.
Rest in peace to young Scooter.
Streets.
But young Scooter, if the story of young Scooter death was, obviously unfortunate, but young Scooter, both of his dudes in FBG got caught by the police in trap spots. That's a little bit confusing.
You're too sensitive to comprehend us. You don't comprehend because of this. That's the reason it's unclear, dude. Are you aware of what he is doing in the classroom? Therefore, I detest it when he plays it up for his audience or whatever, dude. He knows what's going on, buddy, so I guess it's cool. You can't tell any guy what to do with his money. Even with these guys, man. Even when they make money from music. You understand what I mean? It's up to them, bro, if they choose to remain on the streets. It has nothing to do with the future. It bothers me that you're attempting to wrap this up in the future. For some reason, it seems like you're attempting to slip away and dry snitch on the future. However, this is a part of your protocol, dude. By now, we were accustomed to it. Now let's move.
One guy basically just liquidated his musical fame, got $100 million, and he's spending buying this, that, and third, tricking on women, doing whatever he does. And then the rest of the team, they keep getting caught in drug spots. That's kind of confusing. Ain't that confusing, chat? One nigga got $100 million. The rest of the team that's claiming the same operation, FBG. If you don't know the story, young Scooter was in a trap spot when a woman made a pretty much a false call to the police. The police came. He got spooked, ran out the trap spot, hopped.
Academics, how did you know that was a trap spot? That's a different query. For example, how do you know that she made such unfounded accusations against him when he was only at the chick house? Who declared it to be a trap spot? He went over to visit her. Man, he's not over there doing nothing else. Don't. I'm not sure. When they do that, it bothers me. But come on, dude.
Stake that when he jumped over the fence, caught his leg, went through one of his important arteries. He bled out and he died. That's how young Scooter died, running out of a trap spot. Again, not making fun. I want to be very respectful. Then, Future's own brother, FBG Casino. He gets caught in a trap house. Not in a studio, in a trap house. Now, granted, was it $350,000 there? Yes, but still, I'm wondering why the people who we would think wouldn't have to do that if your man just made $100 million. Well, how are these guys even getting caught in a trap spot? Now, listen to this document I have. So this is the document that is.
If you didn't know, Akademiks, like everyone in the trap house, isn't trapping. I'm going to tell you something else as well. Even in that scenario, you can be caught there without doing anything and just happen to be there when they blow up. After that, they straighten everything out, guy, after going through and figuring out what's going on. However, after locking up everyone inside, they go to resolve the issue. Who's to say that he was only visiting his homeboy when it happened? Do you understand what I mean? Anything. I'm not sure. I'm not claiming that it is the case, but I'm also not claiming that it isn't. And it might be you. Just like in school, buddy. You're going to jail, family, if you get caught in there. Police will pull you over if you're in a hot automobile that you don't realize is hot and one of your partners has done something. They discover anything in there, including drugs. Everyone will go to jail if no one claims it. That's the way it is, dude. I'm not sure if you've ever been involved in or around any sort of thing like that to even know how that goes, but that's how it usually works, dude.
Give me a second.
And you ain't got to been did a thing.
Wait. This is the document, the charging document. It gives a little bit more details on really what the heck happened. Give me 1 second. Put up here. So, here it is. Raven, I think of it attendance says, don't forget his other FBG artist, Little Double O, got caught with drugs too. Really? So, everybody in FBG is resorting to selling drugs.
That was a dry
So
snitch.
is Future the only nigga over there eating? Future is getting all the music money, and everybody else is literally trapping. Seemingly so. So let's go through this real quick. What the fuck? Didn't I just have it up? Am I tripping? Bro, am I tripping?
You tripping with these allegations, man. Facts.
Why is it not up? Okay. All right, yeah, no.
Y'all have to pardon me as well. Right now, man, I have a stuffy nose. I'm not sure. I didn't sleep under covers or anything. I'm not sure. But had a stuffy nose when I got up. I may thus be doing a little... That's what it is. If you see me wiping and smelling, don't assume it's the incorrect item. I don't indulge. Please have faith in it. Come on. All right.
A criminal complaint. So pretty much there isn't a grand jury indictment. Looked like the police were watching a trap spot or whatever in Atlanta, and eventually they decided to pounce. And when they pounced, they found FBG Casino and a couple other people with drugs in hand and drugs in their possession. At that point, they're not going to wait on a grand jury indictment. You're going to have a FBI agent or a Homeland Security agent. They're just going to write up what's called a criminal complaint that he could get charged. Now, here's the thing, and let me get back into this, right? So the source of information, it says the affidavit is based upon my personal knowledge derived from my participation in investigation, information I've learned from discussion with special agents, blah, blah, blah. And they said that we have physical surveillance, okay? And they said that we also have intercepted communications, okay? And they have review of reports from debriefing of sources of information.
You guys really need to put down your phones. Snapchat, Instagram, and the weird DMs talking about and FaceTiming are topics you shouldn't be discussing. They'll never know if they think it's not. Yes, they do. Find out, man. They're gonna find out. In addition to his Ring cameras, he has cameras everywhere. They have access to everything, dude. I seem to recall seeing cameras on your televisions that were observing you and everything. They received. They're slick, dude. They are sleek. Everyone is slick, dude. Therefore, be careful if you're still attempting to lead that lifestyle, and be aware that they will ultimately arrive. There is simply no way out of that. Therefore, the sooner you can get in and out of it, the better. But let's move on.
A couple snitches, maybe a couple crackheads that's out there.
Definitely some snitches, right? Too.
Now, the probable cause is that on the 14th of November, approximately 10 p.m., FBI, Land, and DEA, they executed a search warrant, okay? Why did they execute a search warrant? Let's see if we'll get it. It says they executed a search warrant at this spot. The resident is a vacation rental property that's actually listed on Airbnb. So they turned a property that's listed on Airbnb on a trap house. Before executing the search warrant, the agents saw two cars parked in the driveway, blah, 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 and One's registered to Rico Boyce, and then the other one's registered to another person. As they started executing the search warrant and were given verbal commands for a male to exit the white vehicle, Casino.
Additionally, the people who use Airbnbs have cameras both inside and outside of their homes. Additionally, they might be telling the police or doing other things. There's something more to be cautious of, buddy. Bro, everything is monitored. Anywhere you go at the moment. So, man, if that's what you're doing, just be careful.
To exit the white vehicle, Rico, which is Casino, and a female ran out the residence through a side door. So now remember I talked about it yesterday, we didn't mention the female. So he was with the female, they both run out the side door. The agents apprehended him and the female at the rear of the residence. He was in possession of two cellular devices, two cell phones, and a rubber band stack of U.S. currency. The agents gave verbal commands to the others to exit the residence and identified David Estevan Montillo, somebody else, now called Diaz, and he's from California, okay? They were detained, and it says in plain view throughout the kitchen area on the stove and in a black duffel bag, agents found about 17 kilograms of suspected fentanyl in the form of kilogram-sized bricks and an estimated $300,000 in currency, okay? This is the pictures, and this is kind of why I even brought this up, because I'm guessing you wanted to see what the fuck. So,
got it.
Yeah, these guys are drug dealing. Like, shit, I mean, 4K, they got, this is kind of shocking to me. How is Future's blood brother, like, selling drugs?
How was the kid of Michael Jordan doing drugs? It don't make any sense. But, family, it is what it is. Once more, you cannot hold me accountable for my brother's actions during his free time. Additionally, you cannot hold him accountable for the things I decide to do with my time or in my spare time. You understand what I mean? Everyone is self-sufficient, dude. He is not being taken care of by the future. I mean, I'm sure you watch out for him, but once more, God, that is addictive if you're in that world. You're earning millions of dollars quickly and easily. It's difficult to avoid that type of thing. They won't let you go after you're in so deep, since you're making them a lot of money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everything seems to be becoming easier. Again, with Pussy Sheestia, man, and a lot of these street rappers. Man, everyone is aware what's happening. Everyone knows what's going on with a lot of these street rappers, guys. Even if I don't mention this instance, it is financed by drug money. Drug money funds the majority of that, dude. Man, Pussy Sheestia and are not receiving any loans, you understand what I mean, from the banks and like that. Man, everyone is aware what's happening. But when you have the chance, you ought to change that. You have a chance to escape it. You must escape it and do so in a big way. It will only end badly. So everyone who is watching, pay attention, dude. And also, as I mentioned earlier, it might well be in there, buddy. I just happened to visit during the holiday. Perhaps this lad Diaz is the one who owns all of that. He's packed for someone who's going to be visiting the casino on that day. You understand what I'm saying? You never know how this is going to turn out. You never know. So, it is what it is.
We're running out of a trap spot. Casino selling drugs, and now I'm hearing there's another guy named Lil Double O. He's selling drugs. What's going on? Yo, Future, all it takes, take $10 million of that $100 million you got and just give them, 2 for you, 2 for you, 3 for you. Get these niggas out of the bando, bro.
That ain't how it work, bro.
So I guess this is the fentanyl. Yeah, they're clearly either bagging it up or transporting something. Here's the thing of cash right here. Wow. Yeah, the cash is just sitting in here. The agent told boys that the agents were not going to keep his bag, but boys said give it to his mother. For the agent's safety, they did not open all the packages to kilograms of suspected fentanyl, but they were able to see through the packaging that they have a purple tint. For this reasons, they did not perform field tests and will submit them later. I think the reason why they didn't, I guess this is the agents sometimes, they don't want to like fucking overdose themselves, because I've actually watched a couple body cam footages of like the cops trying to test the drugs or whatever and end up fucking overdosing them themselves, right? The one package on kilogram was stamped with a LV. Come on, man. Ain't nothing like when drug dealers trying to put a designer logo on their drugs. The Louis Vuitton fentanyl. Oh my God. The Louis Vuitton fentanyl. Shit. What is this? What does a Louis Vuitton fentanyl do? This shit will definitely smoke you, but at least you will go to heaven in a Gucci casket or a Louis Vuitton. I don't know what the fuck, but anyway, this is a Louis Vuitton pressed fentanyl package, or a Louis Vuitton kilo of fent. Okay.
It's that foreign.
The brick was positive for the presence of fentanyl. They found money counter. Gotta have a money counter. A food sealer. Gotta have a food sealer. Which, from my training, are commonly found in locations where drugs and drug proceeds are being processed. In one bedroom, they found a partial kilogram size of brick of suspected fentanyl. In another bedroom, they found a handgun underneath the bed, under which the agents continue to investigate. Moreover, agents found 2 cellular devices in the residence that were damaged in a way.
Man, I have no idea why they try to do anything on phones, man. If it's not like a flip phone, a track phone, or anything similar that you bought from CVS or your Family Dollar or something, and you're on a family, you prepare meals, family, you cooked. Man, I have no idea.
To my training, I respectfully submit there is probable cause to believe that during this, Casino and Diaz knowingly conspired to, Wow. Actually, it doesn't mention Casino here. Maybe Casino's just caught up in it, but still, like, why the fuck are you even?
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the insane part, I don't like that you attempted to include Future in this, buddy. They never once brought up the Future. Family, it's had nothing to do with the Future, nothing. You merely attempted to include him, my friend. simply because he was affiliated. How about the 6ix9ine? You connected with him, but don't let anyone include you in any of the things he's involved in. You understand what I mean? You can't do that, my boy. Family, I don't do Pluto that way. Anyway, dude, tell me what you guys think. In any case, I hope the casino also escapes that predicament, dude. You know, that's a terrible situation at the moment. However, that's what happens when you hang out with the wrong people, dude. You understand what I mean? You'll quickly catch up. I constantly tell my son that. Anyway, man, tell me what y'all think. Remember to get me excited. Get me excited about the video count as well. Tranquility. I'll see you shortly. He's fallen.